to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. A neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Ole Miss Rebels against the Texas Longhorns. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. And challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year. And that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. And the Rebels will kick this away to start us off. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. It's Manning. Trying to create here on the move. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. He hands it to the back. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
What a really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He stopped short at that first down marker. He's going to bring up 4th and 3. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Lets it go quickly. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? He will not be caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Steps out at the 6. That's a very poor return. Not what the coach was looking for. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Motion now from the tight end. That's a design quarterback keeper. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. They're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
To the air, it's Manning. And the pressure's on. And they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, other than turning it over, that's about the worst way you can start a possession. Now, you're way behind the chains, looking to maybe get half of it back here. Try to create, I guess, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, so that you've got some chance to convert on 3rd.
Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Breaks into the open. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. He's past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
The field position has to change your mentality as a quarterback. They're in field goal range, Chris, and he's got to make sure that he's conservative with the ball. If he feels like he's got 3 points in his pocket, he puts it in harm's way, and not only is it picked, but it's taken back for 6. What a return and the athleticism from this secondary.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. Here comes the rush. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Here comes the pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do, was get this quarterback off of his spot. And here he's got to escape to the right side of the field, and now he's on the run. And he is just not that accurate. Once he's on the run, there's contact, and it's an incompletion.
With the catch, it's Brown. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And it's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. 1st down for this offense.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. It's a run to the left. Got an opening here. Breaks into the clear. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. He breaks away for the touchdown.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Handoff to the left. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
They bring him down right at the 20.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation. The entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
He's got a crease. Here he goes. Now the 40. The 30. Inside the 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Way too much speed on that play. For the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan. And obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback from the start of the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here for the defense? Breaking into the clear. Breaks into the... Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Longhorns.
This is exactly what makes this back so special. If he gets a crease, he gets any open space, he's got home run ability. Look at the speed and explosiveness. Once he's in the open field, he takes it the distance. That's a huge touchdown. This defense is going to have to do something different moving forward, Chris. They cannot allow this guy to get that much space.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. On the run, he'll let it go. The pass is intercepted. He could go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers. turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 10.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Caught near the goal line. And he's brought down there. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Touchdown, Texas. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, and they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Handoff heading left. He's brought down out at the 46.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Running with purpose. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Rebels. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
That is a massive score for this group. It really creates a different game moving into the 3rd quarter. You create that momentum with the score before half, that locker room just feels different at halftime.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the right here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is no...
He's in the clear. Tackle made after a big gain. So one explosive play sets him up at the plus 43 for the first down.
That is a tremendous job on the left side of that offensive line. Look at those blocks on the edge. And then clearly once you get out there as a back, you need perimeter blocking. And these wide receivers showing some unselfish play blocking downfield.
Offense won't snap it. Spend the timeout before the 2nd down. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
You can't win big games turning the football over, and 2 picks in the first half is not going to cut it. I think the coach might have a decision to make. Does he need to bench this guy at halftime? Because he is not playing well, and he's not seeing the field very well at all.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Ole Miss takes their second timeout now. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Brought down short of that first down. It's going to set up a 4th and 4. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. And the Rebels will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it enough for a first down. He goes out of bounds, but gets inside the 40. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. And the pass ball is incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Rebels will crank up the tempo.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here. Well, this is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than...
Oh, they trap him for a sack. Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. And the 4th down attempt comes up short. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. He'll hand it off. He's got space. Got the first down and still motoring. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They've got it in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Looking to scramble. He was looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something a little bit different in order to confuse the quarterback and get off the field on 3rd down, and here they're able to do that.
Dropping back. It's Manning. Oh, they've got him. A sack on a 4th and goal stop.
Oh, what a huge stop from this defense. Chris, this is basically a turnover. You feel like this offense was going to get points, at least 3. They go for it on 4th down, and they're able to get in the backfield backfield and sack the quarterback. I tell you what, this is going to provide a huge lift for that entire sideline going forward.
Wildcat picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Crosses the 35. It's caught, and he's got a lane. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. So 2nd and 6 now. We pick up 4 on first. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit.
Got an opening here. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. And the Rebels come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Fights off a defender. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. So Texas has the lead as we break for the quarter. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and now this offense has a decision to make. Do you stay on the ground or do you try to throw this ball into the end zone? I personally believe you got to understand, do you have 4 downs or not? If you don't, you need to throw the football. If you're willing to go for it on 4th down, this might be a time to try to hit him with another run.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think you can settle for a field goal here. You need to put the ball in the end zone, and so now it's best play, best matchup. What do you got on that play sheet? Give me some heat off the sheet here on 4th.
Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Now they'll take a quick timeout here to avoid the delay of game. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to throw here. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And after the pick, he'll kneel down in the end zone. It's a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Grinding away on the ground. Fighting off the defender.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, my favorite trait in a corner is not a guy that can cover because you just assume he can. It's a guy that comes up and tackles and will play physical on the outside. Beautiful job right here. Keeps his head on the outside, great posture, and he's able to make the tackle in space.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. That one play has split field position. First down, the opponent's 44. Handoff running right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Ole Miss takes their second timeout now. They've got one more timeout to use now. Offense getting set. It's second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. What a catch!
That is putting a massive amount of trust in this quarterback, and he pays it off. What a great completion for a first down, and now one more first down is going to salt this game away. But I think they need to...
He's got a crease. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. The Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They got it for a loss. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Here comes a handoff. He puts it on the turf. The offense recovers the fumble, but the clock winding down. That would have been a crucial turnover. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On the run, it's Wilson. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Longhorns. Powers into the end zone.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And they've got him. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Sacked, it's a loss back to the 6. Timeout taken by Texas. They've still got one more left to work with. Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
He's in a position, Chris, where he just has to force the football down the field, and the defense is taking advantage of that. What an incredible performance by this group, all around, offensively, defensively, and now certainly heading for a victory.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. Dropping back, it's Manning. And it's picked off in the end zone. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Texas, 40, Ole Miss, 21.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the football. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. Second down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. A solid gain of 7 on the completion. Sets him up now, 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking for a late, deep throw. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up 4th. They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for a late, deep shot. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. And the Rebels with 1st and 10 here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying for a touchdown here. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, at first I thought he was going to get picked off here. He throws that ball right into traffic, and his wide receiver bails him out. This is when a player goes above the X's and O's. The defense does everything right. They're in position to make a play, and the wide receiver makes the offense right because he goes and snatches that ball with a contested catch.
With no time left, they'll kick the PAT as a formality. Surprised they're not going for 2 here. And they knock through the PAT, the final play of this loss.
Memorial Stadium. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So Indiana's offense has the ball first today. Turbo Richard, and we'll see two guys who can pick up yardage on the ground in this one. Going with the ground game left.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like third and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. How about that defense? And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now they'll run it to the right here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He might want another play. Third down from the gun, Williams. He's got him. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Trojans have their offense in high gear.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time, it
snags it, and there's running room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Williams. He's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Williams to the air again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Touchdown, Trojans! Williams looking for a man. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Here's Williams to throw. Quick strike complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Caught by Williams on the right. Bulldozes his way through. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. They highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
This time it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's Williams again. Touchdown, Trojan. Williams throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Throws it deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Williams open on the right side. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. Wants to go right back downfield. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. There's some room. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 20 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Making side adjustments here. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Got enough for the 1st. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Williams. Got his man. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. After that last play, there is a Trojan who is shaken up on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical moment.
And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Williams looking for a man. Looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end. Throwing, Williams. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And he eluded the defense, and he'll... First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got a man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got the first down. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Send the tight end in motion. Play fake, Williams. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Stepping to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Off the RPO, full right, looking for the chain. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the stomping. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. On the move. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Williams will pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass.
He's got it. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Williams unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Crosses the 45. Might have a chance. The 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Well, and a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the lead, are they just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room? But they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's almost...